Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from JedCoburnus.com. Off the cuff with Jed Coburnus and Cody Skogstead, and just me hitting record, calling this talk therapy. Yeah, so I sit there and I give you all those plugs or whatever it is. You know, to anybody listening, it's literally just me hitting record and seeing what happens, right? Seeing what profound junk I need to get rid of from my mind, get past my ego, and see what kind of resonates, what kind of information resonates, and see what can come through me via the source, whatever you want to consider source, God, creator, creation, whatever. Unknown, nothing. No time, no place, no body, nowhere, right? Like no anything. Now, right away I'm into the crazy, right? Oh man, who is this dude? Why does he always talk about nothing and having faith or whatever it is? Like literally, I don't know what I talk about every day. I just hit record. That's the fun part. And today especially is kind of crazy because I'm reading these books called Letters from 500. Check it out. And, it could just be that's where I'm at in my journey of life, because it's talking about the unknown heavy right now, right? Like just doing nothing. And by doing nothing, that is actually doing monumental work inside. And it's not literally doing nothing and sitting on your ass and watching TV, but like intentionally doing nothing, doing no anything. Like right now, the fog is hard, right? Like it is crazy thick. And that's okay. I'm good with it. Like it is crazy thick. But I know that something is watching over me somehow, somewhere, some whatever. And it may seem at some days, at some points, that there is nothing, right? That nothing has my back, but no, it's not. That is my mind messing with me. And this one is going to get a little spiritual, I feel like. Oh man, right? Like, it's crazy because, not crazy. When I say it's crazy, that's my ego saying, no way. But my being, my soul, the depth of who I am says, yeah, no, this is right. This feels good. But the nothing, the faith, the whatever you want to call it, the belief has just been churning in a very profound way. I've started to really align myself with the unknown, like in a very deep way, and it's been kind of nuts. And I love it. Like this fog is just thick today. Thick. I feel like that's life. I feel like that's life, and you get to trust, right? You get to trust that, you know what, this is according to plan. Free will, I was just reading about free will. Like if you believe in destiny or whatever it is, like, oh no, I create my own destiny and whatever that is, and or you follow, somewhat of a faith on a religious end, and then that's what you do. It's already made up or whatever. Free will, free is the void and will is source. Like that's what I just read. That's the fun. Like holy moly, now I get to interpret that. What does that mean? Free is the void, which there is no space. So that would make sense to me. And will is source. So like the will to do or not do whatever it is. That's pretty fun. That's pretty profound. very interesting how that breaks down. And just letting it happen. Doing the work to continue to notice what is happening around you, loving it, not resisting it. Resistance adds like a complete stop of growth. I'm really trying to wrap my head around that, and I know I said the word try, so that means I'm not there yet, but like resistance from the physiology standpoint means like you need to resist, put resistance on so you can grow, go through the resistance. And maybe it's the resistance to the resistance, meaning like if you think you can't, you won't, right? If you think you can, you might. If you just do, you are and will. But I don't know. The resistance is breaking your growth, not helping it. That's crazy town to me. And that's what I just read. So it's like, okay, now to interpret that, now to let it sit and resonate in my being and be like, okay, I'll understand it when I'm ready, when I'm able. I'm willing. It's not there yet as far as being in there, being in my head, and that's okay. It'll come. The patience to want to change, to be able to change, all that fun stuff. Like, do it up, right? Like, do more of that, as I would say. Do that. Because resisting isn't getting us anywhere. Woo, this fog is fun. Just hanging out in it, loving it. What are we going to do next? I don't know what's going to be around the next corner. Should I take this way to work? Should I take that way to work? That's what my ego is saying in my head right now. Like, be careful. You don't want to take this way to work because there's turns that could make you go in the wrong direction. But really, like, it's my intuitiveness, the depth that I feel. Who knows? I'll just take this way and I'll get there. I will get to work. Like, one way or another, I'll get to work. Because whatever work is, that's my work for this day. If I don't get to that work, then I wasn't intended to be there to begin with. And that level of faith, that depth versus like how wide a person can span, like the depth, the deep down. Man, that's the fun part. It just is. So many people need structure, and that's okay. Because if that's what you feel in your deep down in your being, do that. I feel that in mine, structure as of this moment is not required. I don't need every single aspect completely, like, if you want to say figured out, for the lack of a better term, figured out. I just don't. Would I like it to be? Sure. But do I need it? Not at all. Not at all. Doesn't matter. I trust that every aspect is what it is at this moment. Does it need to be anything different? No. Can it be? Absolutely. Everything can change on a dime, on a whim, on a thought, on a switch, whatever. Your whole life can change. And it will. Every single day it will. It will change. I promise you that. Because every single day you are not the same person. You may feel like you're going through the same motions. And here is advice for myself. Every day it may feel like you're going through the same motions, but it is not the same day. It is not. Because you have never lived this day before in your life. To my understanding currently. And I say that because I guess I'm having somewhat of a revelation of maybe we have been here before. Maybe we have been in this life before. And we are literally just hitting repeat until we surrender. I learned a word yesterday, and it starts like compassionate, not compassionate, but it's not compensate. It means just surrender. Compassionate. I gotta look it up now. Like, it was such a cool word. Now I can't remember it. Damn it. Compensate, compassionate. Yeah, I don't know. It means to surrender. Surrender. Until we surrender our current hamster wheel of resistance. Yeah, that makes sense to me right now. And telling myself that. Until I surrender my current hamster wheel to the resistance of the surrender, I will keep living this day over and over and over again. So I'm going to make this moment my moment to get in on that resistance and say, no more. I no longer resist the resistance. I surrender. And, I challenge you to do the same thing. I surrender the resistance. I surrender all resistance. I give up my plan as the human side of me to say, I can do this on my own. Because literally, I can't. Can I beat my own heart? Not at all. Can I breathe? Like, really, can I, sit here and, think about breathing and do it on my own? Hell no, I'd be dead by the time my next thought hit, because I overthink everything. As human beings, we all overthink every single aspect of every single part of our life. So I surrender that. I give it up. I'm done. Now, will I literally remember with this moment? I don't know. And I love that. So many of us probably won't. And that's okay. So I challenge you to surrender today, all day, every moment of today. Anytime you think that something is going awry, accept it. Literally put it in your head, say, I accept it. I accept this. I accept this. Not in a way of settling, right? It's just accept what is and really build that foundational faith and strength within what it is. Have fun with that. And that is profound. I love it. I'm feeling like, yeah, okay, let's get after it today. So, there it is. As always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now. Oh, and if you're still listening, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that comment button. Do whatever you need to do with those buttons that we do. And let me know if there's anything that you got from this. Share with somebody who may need to hear it. Okay, seriously. Bye for now.